coincidence. Joining me now is Texas Congressman August Pfluger. Great to see you, Congressman. Thanks so much for being here. So this is the talk of the town. Tell us about why you voted for the Stop Insider Trading Act.
Well, thanks for having me. You know, it's sad that we have to do this. I think the question really needs to be asked to Nancy Pelosi why she voted no. Republicans have been transparent. This is just another example of transparency. Proud of where we were able to get this bill. And, it's a sad day that you have to look at a bunch of Democrats. In fact, most Democrats voted against it. And I think that's really the question. That's the story today.
So for Americans watching the way that Congress operates and seeing people like Nancy Pelosi or some Republicans who have taken advantage of this too, it's kind of a elusive concept. Like, is it happening? Is it not happening? They never admit that they're doing it because that would be admitting to insider trading. Is it happening? I mean, are people in Congress using the information they have to bet on stocks and getting rich?
I think it's very rare. But the question has to be asked, tell us the truth, be transparent. And we do have laws. There are rules already on reporting. And I think 99% of the people come up here, they want to do the right thing. They want to serve. But Republicans have gone a step further. And that is to say, we're going to be completely transparent. And again, the question, Nancy should be answering this question for everybody because, we clearly have seen that she's made a lot of profits.
So in the lead up to today, for weeks on end, the D.C. press kept saying, can Speaker Johnson pull this out? Can the House Republicans with their small margins really get anything done before they leave for August recess? Today, there was a lot that got passed in the House of Representatives, including provisions for the Save America Act to go over to the Senate to only get 50 votes. Do you think that it will finally get passed?
It's got the best chance possible of passing right now. And I think it's interesting. When I came up to do this interview just tonight, walking into this building, they wouldn't let me in the building without showing my ID. You think about that. Yet we don't have election integrity in many of our states, like New York and like California and places like that. But walking into buildings, walking into a bank, going into a gym, and even ordering pasta at Olive Garden, you have to have an ID. So, yes, I think the Senate really, they need to pass this. We've passed it now 4 times. It's super important. Again, back to the transparency piece. This is what the theme of Republican leadership is.
So we are now in another night of strikes on Iran. President Trump has talked about he's going to now destroy bridges, power plants. You had Secretary of War Pete Hegseth on Capitol Hill this week testifying that they need more money to continue this effort. Iran, of course, is threatening us as usual, as they do. What are you hearing from your constituents back home about the status of the war and whether they want to continue supporting the effort?
Well, I think everybody agrees that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon, and that's the baseline. Nobody wants a forever war. We want this to end. We want it to be resolved, but Iran is a bad actor. I was an F-22 pilot. I flew combat missions in the Middle East. We know what Iran is capable of. We know that they've killed over 1,000 Americans in the past couple of decades. So I think everybody wants this to be resolved, but they're going to continue to lie, to deceive, and to sow terrorism throughout the region. So I think most of my constituents would rather have a president who operates through extreme strength, peace through strength, not weakness and ineffectiveness like we saw Joe Biden do.
All right, Congressman, it was great to have you. Thanks so much for coming in studio. Great to see you. Thank you very much.